This is a pretty good example of what life is actually looking like for us at the moment. You guys know it's summer holidays right now. We are still running our creative agency. We're still trying to show up for each other as husband and wife, be there for the kids, whilst obviously trying to run the creative agency. So we've got a full week of entertaining the kids throughout summer holidays. We've got a full week of shoots, and I mean a full week of project client shoots. So it's going to be a pretty interesting week, which is why I thought I'd take you guys or bring you guys along again for another week in the life of what it takes to kind of be, I guess, building an intentional life, building a life that you don't need an escape from, essentially. Alright, so Monday started off with a client shoot, and this is actually a pretty normal part of our week at the moment. My wife and I run a creative agency together, and a lot of our time is actually spent jumping between shoots, planning, and creating everything that comes with running a business. Once we actually wrapped up the shoot, we headed out to get some food. And one of the nice things that I actually like about working with my wife is that team lunches can actually double up as little day dates. Although, to be fair, most of the time, we're still talking about work. And apparently, as you can see from the video, you can't even shake a ginger ale in peace these days. Alright, so today my wife and my kids, they're actually heading off to the beach with some friends, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I don't want to be going with them, but I'm actually heading out to another shoot today. So yeah, I'm not going to lie, I would much rather be going to the beach, but this is the reality of like when you're trying to build something of your own, you kind of have to do things that a lot of people that I guess talk about entrepreneurship don't really mention. They kind of like, you're free to do what you want, and that's not always the case, because I guess running your own business is great, but ultimately you have clients to serve. So in today's case, we have a client that needs serving, there's a shoot that needs doing, and someone needs to do it. But obviously we're not at the stage just yet where we've got staff members. That's something that we're looking to do, try and build a team out so I can remove myself from having to do the little everyday tasks like going to a shoot, for example. But for the meantime, that is still me. So while my wife and the kids head off to the beach, I'm off to another shoot. So yeah, that's the realities of building your own creative agency whilst trying to raise a family. So we've got a shoot in Newcastle tomorrow, so rather than travelling up the first thing in the morning, we decided to head up the night before. Don't get me wrong, it's still a work trip, but one of the nice things about working for ourselves is occasionally being able to turn these little trips into a bit of time together as well. So we're heading up early, checking into the hotel, and hopefully getting a nice evening before tomorrow gets busy. Alright, so guys, we are currently in Newcastle. We have just made it down, just touched down in Newcastle. We've just checked into the hotel. It's called the Gotham, where we're staying. We've only been here less than 30 minutes, and I can't lie, I recommend it. I'm gonna put it out there. 10 out of 10 so far. So far, customer service has been A1. Concierge downstairs, they greeted us, checked us in swiftly, took our details, brought us up to our room. On the way to the room, they were telling us stories about the hotel and the history with it and why it exists and why certain things were done. And if you know us, we love a story. So far so good. Obviously you guys know we're here for work, but we came a day early just to make sure we get some time, quality time to ourselves to kind of just, unwind without the kids. So we're gonna go get some food, maybe hopefully grab a drink or two and just have fun and chill out and unwind. And then tomorrow, shoot day with a client, and then in the evening, head back to London. So yeah, man, we're gonna have some fun. So let's go. Last night was actually really nice. We had dinner, grabbed some dessert, and just had a bit of time to ourselves before work started again the next morning. The hotel was really good too. The food, was genuinely really nice. That we had breakfast, which was great. So definitely one I would recommend if you're ever staying in Newcastle. We had an early start the next morning, so after breakfast we got ourselves ready, jumped in a taxi over to the client's office, and once we got there it was straight into setup. The shoot itself was a little bit different to some of the shoots that we've been doing most recently. We ended up setting up in the boardroom and filmed a series of talking heads, so there was quite a bit of work to get through, and the room itself was in no state for the content that we were filming, so we had to kind of stage it and get it all set up. And yeah, the client was really happy with what we did, so that was really good. Thankfully everything came together really well and we managed to get everything that we needed. Then it was straight back to the station and onto the train back to London. Don't get me wrong, it was a long couple of days, but this is kind of what the job looks like sometimes. A lot of traveling, a lot of setting up, and a lot of creating, and hopefully a finished piece of content that makes it all worth it. It's funny because when you look at the finished work, you don't really see any of this. The early mornings, the traveling, the packing, the long days, and then getting back on the train and finally having a minute to yourself to switch off. And sometimes that looks like maybe watching a podcast, checking in with the kids on FaceTime, and reminding yourself what all the actual work is for. Because I think that's what building something really looks like. It's not always exciting. Sometimes it's just doing the work because you've decided that the life you're trying to build is worth it.
Alright, say this up.
So guys, what a week it's been, man. It's been such a beautiful week. As you would have seen from the vlog so far, it's been quite a busy week with work. And I'm glad that I was able to bring you guys along with me. Today's Saturday, so I'm not working today. What we're doing today is kicking the day off with some training. The boys have got football training this morning, so we're here doing that. And you know what, my wife actually, as soon as we got back from Newcastle from work, my wife actually jetted off to a nice private villa to celebrate one of her girls' birthdays, which is nice. One of her girls has actually hired out like a massive villa. They've got like chefs, they've got bartenders, all that sort of stuff. There's a pool, gaming room, cinema room. So she's out there for the weekend celebrating her friend's birthday. So it's a weekend with just me and the boys. So I haven't actually got much planned. I also got a text message from the tennis shop saying that my new tennis racket is available to pick up, which I'm pretty excited about. So for the last few weeks I've been testing out some new rackets because I need to upgrade. So I think I finally landed on the Wilson Ultra V5 100, which I'm pretty excited about. But yeah, ultimately it's been a really good week so far, man. I'm pretty excited about the rest of the month to follow. Obviously summer holidays are still in full effect. It's not going to be easy. Still got a few more weeks to entertain the kids, but yeah, we're getting there.
To get the racket.
The boys have this thing about not having breakfast in the morning, especially when they're going football. They get in school and stuff. Normally they do have breakfast, but football, no breakfast. And I could see it on the pitch today. They were lacking energy. So what we're gonna do, we stopped off by the shops quickly just to grab a few bits for pancakes. If you know me in this household, we love a bit of a pancake day, you know? Damn. Hopefully we don't get killed though. That would be awkward. Yeah, look, footsteps. Hold on.
No, wait.
Wait, I'm on the bus. I think they're just trying to extract. Are you guys with me? They're in the bush, they're in the bush. There they are. That one. There's the other one. He's trying to heal up. Wait, is there more players?
No, it's just free.
Yay! Let's get it! We haven't had a victory royale as a family in a long time. Let's get it. Let's get it, let's get it.